Fax machines are more secure than email. Is that really true? I recently read an article stating that some lawyers and courts are hanging on to fax communication because of its perceived security and likelihood of getting hacked. Is this actually true? Not necessarily. Fax machines are perceived to be more secure because they use public switched telephone networks instead of the internet to send information. But it's not always more secure for a few reasons. Number one, encryption. Fax machines aren't typically encrypted, which means that if the line is tapped, the information can actually be intercepted in its original form. Number two, network connection. Fax machines that are integrated into network printers can be vulnerable into hacking, not only of the fax documents, but also of the wider corporate network. Number three, printed documents. If you're using a printer, obviously fax machines print documents and sensitive information on the printer, and they leave them there until someone grabs the documents. Interestingly, in some areas where the legal framework hasn't kept up to pace with the technology advancements, fax is considered compliant with certain regulatory standards, like HIPAA in healthcare, for example. What about emails? Emails can be secured with end-to-end encryption if both parties correctly set up the encryption. Of course, email is also subject to phishing and malware. We'll talk more about email security in a future post, particularly encryption in transit and encryption at rest. But for now, I'm Dorna at Gavel, and I talk about how lawyers use tech.